What is up, guys? This is Whisper in the Wind 2007 and I've got an updated Lightsworn deck. So for those of you who have seen, if you were either watching on my channel or on Jamie the Kid 00's channel, this is the new and updated Lightsworn deck. So we had the Dark Illusions come out, and big card in that I was really after for this deck was Fairy Tale Snow. And Snow's almost given the deck a bit of, back in the old Dragon Ruler days, the old Lightsworn rulers. It sort of gives a little bit of feel of that back to this deck. And it's also that card is very good defensively. So, I've got a few more defenses for the deck, which is a great thing to have. But we'll just go through the deck profile now. So this one went X1 at locals. Well, it was 31 people there, and it got me 6th place in Swiss. But unfortunately, our local does top 4 unless we get 32 or above, in which case it goes to top 8. But 6th place isn't that bad, so I was pretty happy with how the deck went. So start off with 3 Judgment Dragon, 3 Lumina, 3 Raiden, 3 Goblinberg, and the last of the 3s is the 3 Trick Clown. So very similar to other builds of the deck, but I think those cards in 3s are the right number. Onto the 2s, 2000 Blades. Someone said play 1, you need to play 2. You need to get that card in the grave as quick as possible. 2 Wolf, 2 Felice, and welcome, well, I'll actually do this card first. 2 Lila, and finally the big welcome back to the deck. I am playing 2 Eclipse Wyvern, so I'm glad that has found a way back into my deck. And as I said before, the reason why Wyvern is so good is because of Snow, so play double Snow with double Wyvern. So those two work very well in combo, and just getting those Judgment Dragons in your hand, very key again, and thankfully Snow does that job, and also does provide the defensive element of the deck because it's able to flip those cards face down. That could be a problem, which also has a very dirty combo with the Aaron. So you could just flip something face down with Snow, and then just kick it away with Aaron. That is a dirty combo. And I know some like OCG decks were playing 2 Snow and 2 Aaron as a great way of getting rid of cards, because remember, Aaron's effect does not target. That's another bonus. 1 Garroth, 1 Minerva. So Minerva can actually search out Eclipse Wyvern if you have a discard. If you have a discard outlet like a Lumino, you can search Wyvern off the Minerva. Or if you have a Jet Synchron in the grave, that's another way you can get. You can search Wyvern off the Minerva and then dump it with Jet Synchron. But Jet Synchron, as many of you saw in my video, puts in a lot of work. The amount of times I was able to go into Crystal Wing because of that card. So I think Jet Synchron is much better over Glow Up Bulb. Onto spell cards, we've got 3 Recharge, 2 Charge, 2 Instant Fusion. Some people are suggesting 3. I'm not sure. I think with this deck it's just working out what the right ratios are. 2 Cyclone and 1 Breakthrough Skill as my trap card. So that's 41 cards in the main deck. I think just maybe a couple of cards just could do a little bit of tweaking on the ratios. But what I had on that past weekend, it worked very well. So it's just all about fine tuning, because as I said, going into my first round matchup, I did not play test that deck. I just went in blind. I just made the deck and hoped it worked, and it pretty much did. Anyway, extra deck, got 2 Minerva, and some of you eagle eye people would have spotted this one here is an Ultra. So I now have 3 Minervas. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Dweller, Castell, Evil Swarm Ouroboros, Heroic Champion Excalibur. That was another card that put in a good amount of work. 1 Nordin, 1 Michael, one Meteor Burst Dragon, so you know those are those big cards that help you go into Crystal Wing. Blader, some people are saying drop that. That card's good against Blue Eyes, it's good against Monarch. You know, I don't see a reason to drop that card just yet. But Crystal Wing MVP against just about any deck. One Omega, one Scarlight, one Spark, and finally one Trish. So that is the extra deck. I did manage to get hold of Coral Dragon, but I'm not sure if it's the right card for this extra deck or not. And if I was to play it, I wouldn't know what to take out. And finally, this one was just more of a, you know, locals, so it might change if you go to regionals, but this one worked at locals, and we do get some meta decks at our locals. So start off with double Ally of Justice Cycle Reader. That card wrecks Blue Eyes, and also it's got the added bonus, it's a tuner as well, so you know, if you got it in hand and you haven't got a reason to, you know, discard it to banish light monsters, it's a tuner, so there's extra use for it. 2 Mind Crush gets rid of those alternative dragons or just any other card really if your opponent searches for them. 2 Gamma Seal and a Kaiju Slumber. Double Necro Valley. Someone said this card is shit in the deck. I disagree. That card is fucking amazing in the deck. If you go against Cosmo or Monarch, it just shuts their deck down. So Monarch match, triple Masker Restrict, and I went back to triple Anti-Spell Fragrance because Metaphors, and as you saw against Jamie the Kid, that card just completely shut down his deck. So yeah, that's the deck right there. I think maybe 1 or 2 tweaks to it maybe, but overall the deck worked very well, and you know, it was definitely one of my strongest showings for a while, so I was quite happy with that. But you know, as in with previous videos, please you know, if you want to make a suggestion, please put them in the comments down below. And just a quick note, I'm not going to put Necro Gardener in the deck, so please don't say, oh, take this out, take this out, take this out, and put 3 Necro Gardener in. The card is no good. But any other suggestions, please feel free to put down below. And for now, this is Whispering the Wind 2007, signing out.